You want me to put that on my Tudor?
Harry's Wife, Demolished by South Park. The South Park episode that aired the other evening was delicious in its snark and, of course, the identification of the hypocrisy of Harry and Harry's wife, and identifying the various aspects of them which people now find so utterly tedious and irritating. The fact that they have been roundly had the piss taken out of them in this cartoon series is demonstrative of the level to which they've fallen and the fact that they are now international laughingstocks. Nevertheless, it behooves me, of course, to report further upon people's observations about this, and I turn to an article by Brandon Morse in Red State, no fan of Harry and Harry's Wife, so this should be entertaining to see some further salt thrown onto the wounds experienced by Harry's wife as a consequence of the lampooning that took place. The title reads, South Park demolishes Harry and Harry's wife, thus retaining its status as the greatest of all time. Every once in a while, Matt Stone and Trey Parker remind the world why they're necessary for today's society. Their television show, South Park, now going into its 26th season, has never shied away from pointing out the Emperor's complete lack of clothing, and they've never cared how unpolitically correct they needed to be to do it. In their latest episode, that aired Wednesday night, the show tackled one of the most annoying and overhyped couples of the modern era, Harry and Harry's wife. The couple has effectively made a living off of being influencers who badmouth the UK royal family, selling books that complain about their victimization at the hands of an ages-old institution. All this while they live in absolute luxury and privilege. While some are glued to the drama, everyone else is pretty sick of the couple. Both have proven to be absolute hypocrites and grown spoiled children. Harry's wife, viewed as the toxic ringleader of the two-person circus, has attempted to become something of a feminist icon by denouncing people and shows she used to work for, only to have these claims blow up in her face and embarrass her. Nullification of threat to control by revision of history, facade management, collateral consequences. Naturally, since the mainstream world is making the couple an undeserving sacred cow, South Park is firing up the grill. The episode is titled Worldwide Privacy Tour, and it covers the royal couple of Canada. The two characters are definitely Harry and Harry's wife, despite the location change. The episode features a segment of the show Good Morning Canada, where the host introduces the couple after the death of the Canadian Queen. Harry and Harry's wife are invited to come out with the intent to badmouth the royal family and sport picket signs that read, "Stop looking at us," and "We want our privacy." The host, speaking for all of us, begins the interview with a slap at Harry. You've lived a life with the royal family, you've had everything handed to you, but you say your life has been hard, and now you've written all about it in your new book. Wah, said the host. The host holds up a book meant to mimic the real Prince Harry's book Spare. Harry's wife consistently interrupts Harry, lack of boundary recognition, throughout the interview and takes a swipe at journalists, smearing. When the host points out that they're reporting on the royal family as journalists do, there's a brief pause before Harry's wife pipes up again, "We just want to be normal people. All this attention is so hard." The host points out that Harry's wife is doing everything in her power to gain attention by being in fashion magazines and being a reality TV show star. This causes the couple to become irate and declares they're leaving Canada. They then embark on a worldwide privacy tour, finally deciding to move to a remote location so people take them seriously, which just so happens to be right across from one of South Park's main characters, Kyle Brofsky's house. In South Park's signature meta-style commentary, Kyle continuously complains that the couple keeps bothering him and he can't get away from them. But his friends continue to dismiss him, telling him they're sick of hearing about the couple all of the time. I'm sick of hearing about them, but I can't get away from them. They're everywhere, exclaims Kyle. To be sure, many in the world are pretty sick of the self-victimization that this incredibly rich and powerful couple consistently displays, and it's definitely something South Park hammers them on. Like the characters in the show, the real world would love nothing more than for the two to go away and not bother people with their complaining anymore, especially when they're doing it from homes that are worth far more than most people will ever be able to afford. I definitely recommend you check out the episode for yourself. Those are the observations of Brandon Morse, as usual, not pulling any punches when it comes to dealing with Harry and Harry's wife. So that was Red State, I have to say. But what about other publications around the world? Well, AS leads with the headline, Prince Harry and Harry's wife brutally mocked on South Park. Daily Mail, people are tired of them. Experts warn Sussexes should be very concerned. Their standing in America seems to be changing after pair became later stars to be lampooned by South Park. TMZ, South Park skewers Harry and Harry's wife, rips them as hypocrites. The Independent, South Park roasts Harry and Harry's wife in brutal new episode. NME, South Park takes aim at Harry and Harry's wife, worldwide privacy tour. We don't care about some dumb prince and his stupid wife. NZ Herald, Harry and Harry's wife, South Park mocks royals in latest episode, the worldwide privacy tour. Forbes, South Park tears into Harry and Harry's wife, reigniting old discourse. New York Post, South Park drags dumb Harry's wife and Harry over worldwide privacy tour. HuffPost, South Park gleefully reduces Prince Harry and Harry's wife to cartoon buffoons. The Comedy Central show put the royal couple on blast. Bloomberg, South Park mocks Harry's wife and Harry in worldwide privacy tour episode. News.com.au, South Park brutally rips Harry's wife and Harry in latest episode, the worldwide privacy tour. South Park's creators have gone for the jugular at the royals, depicting a particular attention-seeking couple who also love privacy. The Spectator, South Park incinerates Harry and Harry's wife. The Belfast Telegraph, South Park takes dig at Harry's wife and Harry in new episode. National Post, Harry and Harry's wife mocked on South Park, called Prince and Princess of Canada. Leicester Mercury, South Park takes swipe at Harry and Harry's wife in new Pure Gold episode. The Sun, mega mocked. Harry's wife and Prince Harry mocked on South Park as they scream, "We want privacy," while promoting bio in cartoon. Yahoo Entertainment, South Park viewers rolling around laughing as comedy takes aim at Harry and Harry's wife. Daily Express, Harry's wife and Harry's South Park rinsing is how most Americans feel about them, says Piers Morgan. Daily Mail, Daily Mirror rather, South Park fans hail Pure Gold episode as producers rip into Prince Harry and Harry's wife. Daily Telegraph Australia, we want privacy. South Park roasts Harry's wife Aussie tour. Sky News Australia, ridicule is a wonderful tool. South Park hits the mark on Harry and Harry's wife's utterly insane bid for privacy, says Douglas Murray. Newsweek, how South Park spoofed Prince Harry, Harry's wife and privacy tour. Newsweek is normally favourable to them, although it's not Jack Royston that wrote that article. US Today, watch South Park parody of Prince Harry and Harry's wife, victim pleas for privacy. Indy 100, Harry and Harry's wife branded dumb and stupid in savage South Park episode. Verve Times, Prince Harry and Harry's wife, Duchess of Sussex, savagely mocked in South Park episode, the worldwide privacy tour. Sportskeeda, South Park brutally roasts Harry and Harry's wife in classic fashion in latest episodes. Those are just some of the English titles, all carrying their humiliation. There are undoubtedly more. There'll be some which are silent about it, preferring not to have noticed it, but the vast majority of publications, newspapers, broadcasters are all reporting on the tearing apart that they've received. And therefore, not only is it a case of those that watched the episode and revelled in the piss-taking, it has received worldwide coverage, which increases the humiliation and reinforces the fact that the pair of them are a laughingstock. I'd be surprised if there's any crockery left unbroken at Monty Shit Show. I'm H.G. Tudor. Thank you for listening.